my amazing King Charming. Yes, it's me again. Well, Master told me to, or Kinkiness, to make the video again. So this is a redo of everything I talked about in the last video, but then you had answered that video and had a few more things to add to it, and wanted to know answers to a few more things. So that's why I'm making this video, as sort of to redo the whole thing and answer those questions as well. As you can see, I've got my laptop again. I didn't erase the instructions, so I can still read from what I had before. This is an entirely new video. I'm wearing the same thing, so I'll show you. Okay, so I'm wearing, I get this at a very good angle. Alright, so I'm wearing my red top with my white panties and white stockings, and my black hair with red tips. Okay, anyway, let's get down to what I'm going to talk to you about. Alright, honey, how do I feel about oral sex on me and on you from like me not being able to do it to you right now, but in the future doing it in person. So I feel excited about it, and I'm a little bit nervous about doing it to you, just because I've never done it before, and I'm afraid that I don't do it right. I'm just like afraid that I might scratch your penis with my teeth or something, and that's kind of one of my biggest fears with that. So whenever it comes to the first time I give you oral sex or a blowjob, it will be nervous for me, but I do want to do it right. So that's why I'll try and practice on a few things, like practice on like a banana or a popsicle or something like that, to sort of get into the rhythm of it. And I did watch like one or two porn videos, so there I got an idea of what I'd be doing, and how I feel about with you giving me oral sex. It's exciting. I know it's something that you've never done before, so that's one thing that we'll be able to experience together. That's all new, because neither of us have done it before. You probably have had it before, but you haven't done it to a girl or a woman. So it will be new for both of us, but exciting because we get to experience that together. And how do I feel about kinkiness level? I don't mind kinkiness. We can do anything from me being tied up to you being tied up. Whipped cream, that's always fun. Let's see, anything like feathers wise. I don't even know that is kinky. I don't really know. But I've seen like these kits where they have the whip and they have the feathers and stuff, like, in the handcuffs. Oh, and we can do handcuffs too. I don't mind that either. So whenever it comes to kinkiness, as long as it's safe and it won't cause us like harm, injury, then that's fine. I don't mind that. How do I feel about food, like food and sex? That sounds interesting. I've heard of people doing like sex with food, like where they get like the pickle, and a girl can like masturbate with the pickle. I'm not doing that. That's way too kinky for me. That's where I kind of draw the line. I don't want that. But yeah, I think the only thing that should be going anywhere in me is just you, just your penis or your finger or something like that. But just from you, not food. But this right here is about you eating food off of me. So if we want to do like whipped cream, any kind of like cake that would be fun. Icing, anything really sweet sounds very fun. Syrup, like pancake syrup or chocolate syrup, that sounds fun. So that I'm all on board for, and I hope you'll let me do it to you too. Let's see. How do I feel about your fantasies? We have a lot of the same fantasies, so it makes it a lot easier because I'm more okay with it. So, such as the rape fantasy, we both have that one. We both have the cop one, if you can get what I mean with the cop one. Teacher fantasy, that's fun. The babysitter fantasy, that sounds cool. Now, the fantasy on a beach, like having sex on a beach, is really romantic. That's why I want our honeymoon to be somewhere on like a beach, like Hawaii, or somewhere safe, but just somewhere romantic and on a beach, because I have been to the beach before, but I haven't been swimming, and so that'll be a first for me. How do I feel about my chest size? I don't mind my chest size the way it is. It's a B cup. But if you wanted to upgrade it to like a C, I wouldn't mind that. I just want to go the natural route. So doing like vitamins, things like that. Any natural surgeries, but I don't think I would want implants because there's a lot of doctors that botch that sort of surgery, so I wouldn't want us to do that. But I wouldn't mind getting a bigger size if it makes you happy. So as long as it makes you happy. And now about me giving my virginity to you. It's really, really special because I've been saving myself for my husband for all my life. Now, when I was younger, I obviously didn't know anything about sex or anything, so I was just naturally pure. But now that I'm older and more able to understand and have those feelings, it's very important for me to stay pure for you, because giving you my virginity is like saying vows. It's like I'm yours completely, and I always have been, and I always will be. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, and I absolutely do not want you to feel like bad or anything because you are not a virgin. That never crossed my mind, and I don't want you to feel, I know it's a regret that you have, but I don't want you to feel bad. That's not what I want you to feel. I just, clearly, I know that you were tricked, when you were 15. When I was 15, I did the wrong thing too, but it wasn't sex, it was just a quick peck on the lips, which I regret, and I told you about that, and I'm sorry. And actually, me and my mom talked about that guy yesterday, and I referred to him as a piss poor excuse of a man. And my mom's like, don't you ever curse again, but I don't mind you calling him that. So, you can tell that I'm not, I don't even like him anymore. So, I'm glad we put those past regrets behind us, and we put those secrets behind us, because I don't want us to have any secrets from each other. I don't want us to have any lies between us. I don't think we need to lie to each other. I think right now we've got a clean slate, so I really want us to keep it that way. My body type. My body type is a, it started off as a banana, but it's changed and matured into a hourglass figure, which I'm very happy for. Because that happens to be the kind that you like, so yay! So I'm happy I don't have to change my body too much, but I'd like, and this brings on to the next topic, is I'd like us to stay fit and exercise. I mean, like, if we can go jogging together, that would be fun. I mean, I know you've walked like miles before to the library last year and stuff like that. And so I'd like to walk with you if you want, company or whatever. We can just go jog or go to the park or something. That's exercise, so it'll keep us fit and healthy. First kiss. I really am looking forward to our first kiss. I want it to be long, I want it to be romantic, and I talked to you last night even about it, and it sounds like we're gonna be locked at the lips for quite some time. And I just can't wait for that moment, because it's a moment that, you know, every girl dreams about, and every girl can't wait for it. And I don't know from a guy's perspective, but from a girl's perspective, it's a moment of, like, where you're swept off your feet and it's completely mind-blowing and you get all dizzy-headed, lightheaded, and it's just really, really a special moment. And I can't wait for us to have that, because we deserve it. How big will I let your penis be if you decided to get it bigger? Probably about 7 inches. I think you're perfect the way you are now. I mean, I'm petite for my age, so naturally I have a smaller area down there. Yeah. All girls gone wild on you. Okay, so it's a little hyper moment. Sorry, honey. Lost focus. Focus. So anyway, I would just let you get an inch bigger. But, I mean, that's only if you want that. Me, I'm happy. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm content. I don't feel like you need it any bigger. But that's basically for your own, I say, man pride or whatever. Saying I'm whatever inches. That is such a man thing. Us women, we don't care about that. You know? At least I don't. I think it's more about how much you love the person. So even if, like, I know, like you were saying, it's unconditional love. So it's like, if I was fat, you'd still love me. If you had, you know, 9 inches long penis, I'd still love you. If you had a 2-inch long penis, I'd still love you. It doesn't matter to me. It's more of your own self-confidence. It's your own body, and you need to be more confident about that. So be confident. You're perfect the way you are, honey. I adore you. I worship you. I wouldn't have ever asked for anything better than you. Honestly. Let's see. Okay, now to the other thing. How do I feel about anal sex? I feel like I do have a fear of anal sex, but I would do it for you, because I know that it is your favorite. But whenever I first found out about sex and the birds and the bees, as they call it, the first thing that was vaginal sex. So the first thing I would think of is that, you know, obviously you go through that way, but I've never heard of anal sex until later on in life. And I heard about it and I'm like, it sounds kind of weird. Because they do say that they call it butt stuff. It's more adventurous and it's more for the experienced people, not for newbies. But I'm gonna get over my fear. I will do it with you, but I just need to adapt to it. And I believe that if we start off slow, because I know you are very powerful in that sense of being strong in a sexual sense, so I would say just give me some time. Let's do it a few times, slow, so I can adapt to it and start building up stamina so I can, you know, adjust to it. Now, how do I feel about threesomes? I feel like if it's very something adventurous-y, is that even a word? That if you wanted to do it, we could experiment with that, but I'm happy with just you. I mean, I feel like we have 2 bodies, your body and my body, but I feel like we have like 4 personalities, so it's you, Master, me, and Mona. So wouldn't it be like even more intense if it was just our bodies, but like all of us out at the same time? So say it would be you and Master out at the same time, and me and Simona out at the same time, and we'd be having sex together, but it would be all four of us. That would be wild. We should try that. Now the last thing, so I mean, if you wanted to try that, I'm okay with it. I just don't want us to do it a lot, because I'm jealous type, even though I know I don't have to be. I just know that if you were with another girl with me, like threesome, like if it was with, sorry, if it was you and me and another girl or woman, I would get jealous. It's just if you were paying more attention to her than me. And I have a rule, and it goes the same for me: no kissing her, or for me, no kissing another guy. So if we're having a threesome, that's the only rule I have, is that I would ask you, because I think that kissing is something very intimate, and so I wouldn't do it with another guy, so I would hope you wouldn't do it with another girl. But that's the only rule I have. Let's see now. Now about if you want to rate me for punishment purposes, that I'm okay with. If I didn't do something right, or I did something to make you worried or hurt or just displease you in any way, you could rate me as a punishment. I wouldn't mind that, and the only thing is I wouldn't want to you to injure me. That's the only thing that we talked about, but we talked about that you won't do anything physically harm me. It's just more of a punishment in a sexual sense, not, you know, no punching, none of that. But I mean, if you wanted to slap me, like smack me and on my face and like that, it doesn't hurt much, but I know it would get my attention and make me a little shocked, but get my attention. That's fine, just so long as it's not, you know. Oh man, that hurt. I use all my full force on that one. Ow. But if it was, you know, just, or, you know, that, I don't mind. But as long as it's not something that is gonna bruise me or cause people to think that you are abusive. That's the last thing I want people to think, is that you're an abusive husband. So, I mean, if it's just a slap to get my attention, that's fine. Now, on the other hand, if it's a fantasy rape, you can slap me in, like, a playful sense, or to get me to be aroused in that way. That's alright, too. I don't mind that. So, that's just my rules. No punching, and no, I mean, like, major forceful slaps that would cause me to bruise or bleed or anything like that. And that is everything. I covered it. Yay! Anyway, my love, I want to spoil you now, because you are my King Charming, and I want to make you happy. So I'm going to say this properly. Okay. My shirt just can't stay on. Not for you. Okay. I love, adore, and worship you, my amazing King Charming. And good night, my sexy husband. Now comes the spoiling part.